Okay. Hello, dear friends. Good evening. Such a beautiful, beautiful evening. So this video is made because one friend made a suggestion in my Skillshare class. He saw that I make a caramel Brussels sprouts, and he thought that the caramel sauce is one of the main ingredients in the cooking. So he suggested, or she suggested me to do a video of how this one is made. So you can see a little bit now. Can you see it? Yes, you can see it, right? You can see a little bit of the texture in it. What is the material used in dairy-free miso caramel sauce? Okay, so here it is. We will need sugar, and we will need some water to get sugar started to melt. And we will need miso paste, and that's it. So simple. You can use low fat, low salt, low sodium miso paste or normal miso paste. Your choice. I would like to choose low salt, low sodium. This way I can put a little bit more, then it is not so salty, and have more of the flavor of the miso paste. Now let's get started. Okay, first we turn on the fire and put the pot on top of it. We put a little bit of water to put the bottom. I cannot tell you the amount of water. You can put 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, and if you have a bigger pot like my one, you put something like 3 or 4 tablespoons. The purpose is that the bottom has no naked place. The bottom is filled with water. The bottom, you just a little bit layer of water on top of it. And you put in sugar. Okay, so all the sugar is dissolved, right? All the sugar can be dissolved. You do not want to use a spatula. You do not want to use a whisk at this moment. At this moment, you try to avoid sugar go to the pot, go to the side of the pot. Do I make any sense? This way, everything is within the bottom. Okay, that's a little bit of it. It's okay. So it's completely melted, and this time we can put the fire a little bit stronger. See, this is the smallest, and we can put it a little bit stronger. How strong you want to do it? You try to avoid the fire over the edge, right? Over the edge of the pot. I always use a big bottom pot. This way the fire was within the bottom range and will not heat the side. And I cover it up because there is water. When the water gets heated up, there is vapor, right? Water becomes steam. The steam goes on top and then come to the edge, and then the moisture goes to the edge, so that you will not get the bottom or the side of the pot get burnt, right? This is how we do it. Take a couple of minutes. It depends on how strong your fire has, and it depends on how much water you put in. Eventually, the water will boiled out, and that is the purpose. And the exact quantity of it, I will put in the recipe. You will check the recipe of, you will check the class information and get the idea and get the exact amount of sugar, water, and miso paste quantity. But once I make these kind of things, I make this kind of caramel sauce because there is so much sugar in it, because there is so much salt in it. It's a very concentrated flavor. So I make a lot of it to make my labor a little bit more worthy, right? Because this one can be preserved, can be conserved for a long time. So for 1 month, 2 months, or even 3 months, you do not need to worry to make new one. So each time I make a little bit more. See, I have so many pots ready. I may not finish all of the pots or the bottles, but you get enough ready. Okay, let's see. The sugar is starting to get the water getting evaporated, and the sugar start to get to the caramel stage. I turn the fire a little bit slower, and at the same time, I prepare the miso paste. This I do not need. This I do not need. I will take a big spoonful of it. Oh, my favorite bowl. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, this is my favorite broken bowl. You have seen so many of my cooking video. Always use this broken bowl. The good thing is because the texture of it is just perfect. So you get a big spoonful of it. I will give you the exact weight of it by gram, so that so you start to dilute it a little bit. Take this time, not in a rush. You can use a whisk to do this job, but since we are waiting for the sugar to get ready, we have the time so that we can chat. And also, you will get the exact time. I try not to edit this video so that you will see the real time. When you cook it, the time duration will be more or less the same, not with too much difference. You can use white miso paste. You can use red miso paste. Some friends make caramel with brown sugar. I personally do not use brown sugar because itself it has color. So you do not get the idea of when the caramel is made, right? You do not have the accurate sense of when it is browning. Of course, brown sugar has more flavor. And if you do not make this caramel sauce, maybe you can use brown sugar and miso paste directly into the food, into the vegetable you are cooking, and let it, let the marriage or let the chemical reaction happen in the food. Since we are making this caramel sauce, we will not worry too much about it. Okay, put more water. Oh, let's take a look at our caramel sauce. Okay, it's starting to get burned. Maybe because of the pot is not so much in the center, but it's getting right. I turn the fire slow and get this ready. You want it to be a little bit golden, but not too much, right? Because it's so easy to get burned. Why it becomes golden? It's because the water is evaporated. There is no water. When there is water, it will not become burnt. Only when there is no water, it becomes burnt. Little bit more of it. Good. Okay. Oh, it becomes so good. Good. Now, this time, it's very, very scary at this time. So I prepare myself and I protect myself with a protection. You will hear boom, like explosion. Okay. Let me close the door and I get myself prepared. For now, I do not need at this moment. Okay, we pull it in. Cover it up. We will not need to put any milk because this is dairy free. This is for cooking later on when we do some other things. By itself, it's not the most tasty. The caramel sauce, when you eat with chocolate cake, with sweet things, with yogurt, you want to put some butter. You want to put some cream and things, but this one is for cooking vegetables or cooking meat. So the vegetable, you will put spice, garlic, onion, whichever spice you want to put, and the meat itself has a lot of flavor. You do not need to do that. Okay, so this time the temperature is a little bit lower down, so it will not damage me. Now, see, still. The heat is under. Ooh, be careful. See, slowly. I am using, see, very, very slow fire for now. You want the heat to be distributed slowly. Okay, now I wear my glove and start to dissolve it. Why it is not dissolved? Because the temperature is low. You need sugar changes its dissolvability, the capacity to dissolve so much with the temperature change. When it is cold, it becomes block. I can feel there is a block. When you put stronger fire, it will be totally dissolved. So we can slowly turn on the fire. Now I want you to see it a little bit better. Move a little bit of the camera angle. You can see it. Can you see it? You can see at the edge there are still, see, there are still things. And I'm still using low fire for now. Okay, I get a stool under me so that I can walk easily. Okay, now I will turn the fire stronger. Get ready, see the change, okay? Not too much. This is good. Because the temperature is up, it will be easier to dissolve. Oh, I can feel it. I can dissolve it. Okay. Okay, this side. Now we take a look. See, a lot of it is getting dissolved. This part. Just be gentle, not use too strong fire at a too quick time. Because of the camera angle, so I better move the pot. Or you can move yourself. Turn around. Okay, all the edge is almost all good. I can feel it. A little bit here we can work on. Okay, I think we are all good. Good. Okay, everything on the edge is dissolved. You can see it, can you? Right? It's all dissolved. And we want to make it the other time when I make the other caramel sauce. Let's see this one. This one I used dark or red miso paste, so the color is strong. This one I use white miso paste, so the color is much lighter. I think the fire is in the middle, right? You can see it's relatively in the middle. Do you want to burn it a little bit? I do. Yes, we want it a little bit more caramel, so that there is something, the sugar that getting a little bit burned. There is such a goodness that that you cannot compare with anything else. It's a very unique flavor. Umami, sugar, burnt sugar. These are all very unique flavor. See, it gets a little bit darker. Ooh, I can smell it. Oh my goodness, it's good. 宝贝儿，我们把那个门，哦对，窗户关上，把这个门关上吧。So we close the door, and the smell will not go into the bedroom, go into the living room too much. Look at it. It's so much fun. And so if you put not enough water, this will happen very quickly, become dark. And if you have put too much water, you may want to cook it a bit longer time. And that's it. There is there is a fixed time, but do not be afraid if something does not work out as you planned. You just follow the flow. You just follow the cooking, follow the nature of, oh, you see the color become darker and darker. Okay. This video is 20 minutes around, so maybe I will chop it in the middle. Anyway, you will see the whole working process takes around 20 minutes or something. And when you first do it, you may fail, which is very often. I failed many times until I get comfortable with it, until I am able to follow the flow. At the very beginning, when the first time, I was scary as I was so scary, scary as a scary. Okay, we put the fire a little bit stronger. That's about it. You can put it a little bit stronger. And also, another thing you can do when you do cooking, because you use this as a side for the cooking. So when you do the cooking, you can still keep on working it out, right? I am thinking of making an eggplant with bechamel sauce. So let's do it. Today we will do an eggplant with bechamel sauce. So the leftover in the pot, I will not even clean the pot. Just let it happen. Oh, I enjoy it. I enjoy it too much to see it. I like to see the chemical reaction of it. I'm sorry you are not seeing too much scene change. You are not seeing a lot of different camera angle and things. But the food itself is fascinating, right? The process is fascinating, right? This is quite liquidy, right? Let's work on it. Oh, this part a little bit burned. Okay, this is good. Further working, it will be a problem. Okay, now I will take it out. It's quite liquidy, so I can. The reason I didn't put butter, I didn't put. Okay, it lost its zoom. I didn't put butter, I didn't put other things, so it is relatively easy to run. Okay, put the fire extremely slow. One bottle. Okay, I will use these small bottles. I will have one big bottle. And then several small bottles for friends as a gift to friends. This is just perfect. Okay, maybe only one little bottle. One bottle. Two bottles. Oh yeah, we have two bottles. Oh, I'm sorry, you are not seeing it. Oh, you are missing so much fun of it. I am sorry. This is not easy to let the camera angle to be perfect. I am a self photographer, editor, recipe writer, everything by myself so far. Okay. Now this is done. This is done. Easy peasy, right? And that is my bechamel. And I will turn the fire off. And the remaining pot, I will make an eggplant. Let's do it.